indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to avoid the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Helen, and this is my youngest daughter, Sophie, and we're from near Leatherhead in Surrey.
Couple number two.
Hello, my name's Nick, this is my wife Lisa, and we're from Halesowen in the West Midlands.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Phil from Sheffield. This is my good friend Gail from Shropshire, and we both live now on the Wirral.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Chris, this is my friend Ben, and we're from Bristol.
And these are today's contestants. A very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you all very much indeed. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. More rabbit than Watership Down. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Hello there.
Hello.
Lovely to be back, isn't it?
It is nice.
Just one pair joining us again from last time. That is Gail and Phil.
Helen slightly forgot where she was from. Little pause there.
What, she said
checked herself.
The Leatherhead.
We're from...
I think it was
Leatherhead?
I think the Leatherhead sounds like a...
Sounds like a wrestler.
Yeah. Lara and Dan got through to the head-to-head last time. You'll remember that, Gail and Phil. 1 point answer on their final one, wasn't it?
Oh.
1 pointer. Very unlucky.
So unfair.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that's the way it goes. Dan and Lara, therefore, yes, as you gather, didn't win the jackpot. So we're going to add another £1,000 to it. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,000. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember, the pair with the highest score gets eliminated at the end of each round. There you are. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is pop music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, the question concerns UK #1 singles with unconventionally spelt titles. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you the titles of 7 UK #1 hit singles that are spelt unconventionally, but who had #1 singles with these, please? We're going to show you the initials of that artist as well and the years in which they were hits.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, let's reveal our first board of 7 #1 hits. We're looking for the artists who had hits with these #1s. They're all unconventionally spelt, don't be offended. Here's our first board. Looks like this. Gotta Get Through This, DB, 2001. Whole Lotta Woman, MR, 1958. Bound for Darreload, Casualty, ONN, 2000. Wandrin Star, LM, 1970. Doncha, PD, 2005. Hangin' Tough, NKOTB, 1990. And 'Cause I Love You, S, 1971. I'll read those singles again. Gotta Get Through This, Whole Lotta Woman, Bound for the Reload, Casualty, Wandering Star, Doncha, Hangin' Tough, and 'Cause I Love You. There we are. Helen, welcome here.
Hello.
Welcome. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I trained as a solicitor, but I abandoned that as soon as I possibly could. And I've done up a couple of houses, but mostly I'm interested in history. So I've done a master's, and I'm now working as a volunteer at the Surrey History Centre on a project about March of the Women, getting the vote.
That's a fascinating biography. Wow, that was a whistle-stop tour. I mean, you did the law, abandoned it, hurled yourself into history, loved it.
Love history.
And I think, am I right in saying you have the freedom of the city of Chester?
I do, yes. I know. I'm originally from Chester, and I inherited it through my dad.
And you abandoned that as well?
Abandoned Chester, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. OK, now, Helen, here's a whole board of #1 hits. You just have to tell us the most obscure one you know.
It isn't a strong one for me, so I am going to go for Lee Marvin, Wandering Star.
Lee Marvin. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people went for Lee Marvin.
Ooh.
It's right. Down it goes to 45, not bad. Gets us off to a good start, Helen.
Stopped Let It Be by the Beatles getting to #1, Wandering Star.
Really?
Can you get your voice down to Wandering Star levels?
Yeah.
Can you?
Was born. I don't know how low he goes.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's quite low.
That's very good.
It is low.
You should release that on your new album.
Yes.
That you're doing with Chico.
Yeah. Haven't yet managed to get him to sign, but yeah, the talks are going well.
That's worth a go, isn't it?
Yeah. Very good. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Nick, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm an insurance broker from Birmingham.
Oh, Helen gave us a paragraph. What's that?
There isn't much more to say about insurance broking.
Come now. We could talk about so much else. What do you do? What's the weirdest and wackiest thing you've ever done, Nick?
So, I love growing enormous vegetables, Alexander. So, I grow giant pumpkins, giant sunflowers, every vegetable you can think of.
Tell me, giant pumpkin, what size giant?
You know, getting to kind of towards waist height.
So space hopper size?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's our challenge. So, we like to do that.
Can you eat a giant pumpkin?
No, they taste horrible.
Of course they do.
But they look great.
So what do you do with them apart from Halloween?
Carve your name in, and then once you've done that, you probably get rid of it, being honest. But
do you enter them for enormous pumpkin
no, they
competitions?
wouldn't win. No, they're not good enough to win.
Oh, really?
But still, it's nice to grow them. So
But it's useful to sit on in the garden.
You could do that. And we make pies, some pies with the middle bit.
But they're revolting.
Yeah, it doesn't taste very nice.
Well, that's a literally fruitful and fruitless pursuit. So there we are. Marvellous. Nick, wonderful. What are you going to do with this board?
I know a few of these, actually. I'm going to go for the third one down, which is Bound for the Reload. I think that's Oxide and Neutrino.
Oxide and Neutrino. There we are. Oxide and Neutrino. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It is indeed Oxide and Neutrino. That is a very good answer. That's 7. Well done, you. Brilliant.
Very good start to the show. Well played here, Oxide and Neutrino. It's a great song. And Oxide is a guy called Alex Rivers. He was 17 when they had that hit. And it samples the Casualty theme tune on it rather well as well. And he didn't understand anything about the law, so he just phoned up BBC's reception and just told them that he had sampled it, thought that would do.
And the person on reception said, all right, OK.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Very good, all right. Thanks very much, Richard. Phil, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us again. Remind us about yourself.
I live on the Wirral. I work in financial services and estate agency. And in my non-working time, I'm very connected with local sport. I'm a soccer referee.
Soccer referee. Do you get a lot of abuse, or by and large, people very
Well,
respectful?
I mainly referee women's football more recently.
Lot of abuse.
So I would say that yeah, it's just the same.
Yeah. Phil, what are you going to go for?
Well, I think I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go with the one at the bottom. 'Cause I Love You, because I know this band loved a misspelt title, and it's Slade.
Slade. They couldn't spell for toffee. And I'm spelling Toffy there. OK, let's see. Slade, is that right for 'Cause I Love You? Let's find out how many people said it. It is Slade.
Well done.
Down it goes to 23. Not bad at all, Phil.
Very smart, calculated risk. You're right, they misspelt lots of their songs. Mama, We're All Crazy Now, Come On, Feel the Noise.
Yeah.
Squeeze Me, Please Me. It's one of their things.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a fun thing.
It is a fun thing.
It's a fun thing.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Ben, welcome.
Hello.
The floor is yours. Fill us in on Ben.
I'm a chemistry PhD student in Bristol at the moment. I'm into the sports, so I like football and rugby mainly. Play a bit of football at the moment, and I also enjoy cooking.
OK, and in the chemistry, what are you focusing on your
Iron
PhD?
catalysis, so it's all about trying to replace palladium with a more sustainable iron.
Oh, at
Well,
last.
basically, you get an oxide and you get some neutrino and you put them together.
Yes, I wish.
Talk about casualty. Yeah. There we are. Now, Ben, this is all yours, this board. Do you want to talk us through it?
Not really. So it's not a great round for me, but I think the top one is Daniel Bedingfield, but I don't know. A whole lot of women I recognise, but really not sure. Don't Show, I think it's the Pussycat Dolls. And then
Yes.
Hanging Through, or Hanging Tough even, don't even know who that is. So I think I'm going to go for the top one. Got to get through this with Daniel Bedingfield.
OK, Daniel Bedingfield, says Ben. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Daniel Bedingfield. It's right. 24. Not bad at all.
Yeah, not a bad answer. The best of the ones you knew, actually. That was his debut single, debut #1, Daniel Bedingfield. That's a good song, isn't it? Got to get through this.
He was good, Daniel Bedingfield.
He was
He didn't
good.
have many hits, though, did he?
No, he had 3 #1s.
Yeah.
The biggest scorer left on the board there is Hanging Tough, and that's
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. He scored 32. Don't Ya? was Pussycat Dolls, who scored you 38. Now, this is the best answer on the board. This is a guy, they call him the King of Rockabilly, or the Rockabilly King, and Hank Marvin named himself after him. It was Marvin Rainwater. 1 point, so very well done if you said that.
Thank you. There we are, well, halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Best score of the past. Well done, Nick. 7. Fantastic. That's the answer everyone's pretending they wanted to give. Then we travel up from there to 23, which is where we find Phil and Gail, up to 24, where we find Ben and Chris. Then a little bit further up to Helen and Sophie on 45. But Sophie, I have high hopes for you when we get to the end of the next list. We need a brilliant low score from you. That'll keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more number 1 hits up on the board, all of them misspelt as before. And here they are. This Old House, RC, 1954. Thank You, Next, AG, 2018. Gonna Make You a Star, DE, 1974. We Are Who We Are, K, 2011. I Don't Wanna Dance, EG, 1982. Shakin' All Over, JK-ATP, 1960. And California Girls, KP, 2010. I'll read those singles out again. This Old House, Thank You, Next, Gonna Make You a Star, We Are Who We Are, I Don't Wanna Dance, Shakin' All Over, and California Girls. There we are. Chris, welcome to Pointless.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Fill us in. What's happening?
Yeah, I grew up in Scotland, all through school and university, and now I'm a software engineer in Bristol, which is frankly about as interesting as it sounds. So,
What kind of software is this?
sort of high-speed data processing is kind of my sort of jam, I suppose.
OK.
Yeah, not very flashy. It's pays the bills.
Well, no, you
Sounds
say all that.
flashy.
Sounds very flashy.
I prefer high-speed data processing to normal-speed data processing, and it's
Any
much
day
better
of the
than
week.
low-speed data processing.
You just get more done in a day. Chris, this lovely board.
Well, I won't lie, this is pretty much the nightmare scenario for me. There is one I know on there. It's going to be a high scorer, but I'm going to have to take it and hope that somebody else is in as bad a predicament as I am. So Thank You Next was Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, says Chris. Well, there's your red line, Chris. Obviously, you're the first person to answer in this pass, so don't be too upset if you don't get below it. But if you were to, you'd definitely be in the next round. How many of our 100 people said Ariana Grande? Look at that. Oh, you've nearly done it. 24. Exactly the same score as Ben. 48 is your total.
Yeah, good answer. A third number 1 for Ariana Grande.
Thanks very much, Richard. Gail,
Hello again.
welcome back to Pointless. Remind us about yourself.
I'm a nurse. I'm originally from southwest Shropshire. Used to live on a hill farm in the middle of nowhere. I moved to Liverpool several years ago to do art, but I wasn't very good. So I then, on a whim, became a nurse. And that's what I still do now. But I actually work back in Shropshire, even though I live on the Wirral, which is all a bit mad.
You've come full circle. There's something
have.
kind of pleasing about that. Gail, you're on 23.
OK.
24 is your target. What are you
Yeah.
going to go for?
There's definitely 2 I know on there, but I'm thinking they're not going to be... they're going to be big scorers, is what I'm saying. I'm going to go for Gonna Make You a Star, David Essex.
David Essex, the DE there. Here's your red line. Get below that, you're into the next round. How many people said David Essex? It is David Essex. And down it goes to 42. Not bad. 65 is your total.
Yeah, that was his first UK number 1, David Essex. Born David Cook. Born in Plaistow. I don't think he wanted to call himself David Plaistow.
No. Lisa, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a stay-at-home mum to our little boy, Freddie, and I'm studying a medical science diploma as well.
Wow. I mean, have you done medicine up to this point?
No,
Or
I
is it
was
fine?
also an insurance broker, so it's a complete change for me.
How incredible. What's the outlook from here? What do you think you're going to...
I'd like to do a degree in radiography, so yeah,
Brilliant.
I'd like to be a radiographer. Scanning
Fantastic.
people.
Well, good luck with that. Now, Lisa, you're on 7. 57 gets you into the next round. 57 or less.
I'm glad we're on 7 because I only know one of these. I was desperately hoping it wasn't going to be said. So I'm going to go for the bottom one, California Girls, Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, says Lisa. OK, here is your red line. Now, there was a look there, Sophie. I spotted that. Was that the look that you were saying, oh, that was my one?
Yeah, that was my one.
OK, well, let's see what happens when we say Katy Perry. is right. You've done it. Oh, you've done it. Look at that, down 31. Not bad at all. 38 is your total. Through you go.
Yeah, Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg. Not a cover of the Beach Boys song.
No, no.
There are allusions to it in the lyrics, but not a cover.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Sophie. Sophie, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I know what fun we're going to have in a moment or two because that was the answer on the board.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Tell us all about yourself, Sophie.
So I am currently a trainee chartered accountant in London. So I spent half time in the office, half time in college trying to do accounting exams.
And they're horrible, those exams, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're famously hard.
Yeah, I've done about 6 in 3 months. So
All being well, when will you be chartered?
another two
Another
years.
2 years.
Yeah, so it's a long slog, but
Okay, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Worth it in the end,
Very
yes.
exciting. And then you can just ditch it like your mum and then go and do history.
exactly. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, 45 is your score at the moment. 19 or less is what we need from you.
The only ones I knew were Ariana Grande and Katy Perry. So
Okay.
quite sad that they're gone. We Are Who We Are is really annoying because I feel like I know the song and I know the artist, but I cannot remember it.
Begins with a K.
It does begin with a K. So I'm going to have to guess, and it's going to be completely wrong. But I'm going to go We Are Who We Are, Kilo. I don't know.
Kedgeree, I was thinking, but there we are. Okay, Kilo. Okay. Let's see, Kilo. Here is your red line. Will you get below that with Kilo? Not Kilo, I'm afraid. That scores you 100 points. Takes your total up to 145.
Not Kilo, but you had to give it a go. It's Kesha.
Kesha.
Kesha, who also used to spell her name incorrectly. The S used to be a dollar sign as well.
Yeah.
10 points for that, if you had got it, would have seen you through. Up the top, This Old House. Shakin' Stevens had a hit with it, but was first a hit for George Clooney's aunt, Rosemary Clooney. You see? Would have scored you 6 points. I Don't Want to Dance.
Oh, Eddie Grant.
Eddie Grant, yeah. Would have scored you 34. And you know Shaken All Over?
Something and the,
Yes.
surely.
I'll give you a clue to the last word. R.
Pirates. So it's going to be Jack Kerrang and the Pirate. No.
I'll give you a clue to the K.
Yeah. Kid. Goat Kid. That's nice. That was
Thanks.
very
Thank you.
good.
Thank you. There's something Kid and the Pirates.
Johnny Kid and the Pirates.
Johnny Kid and the Pirates. How does he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Johnny Kid and the Pirates.
Wow. Amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
That's amazing. 12 points if you said that at home, but Rosemary Clooney, best answer on the board.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm so sorry, Sophie and Helen. There you are, our highest scorers. That's good. You can carry your heads high. We will see you again next time. Look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks so much for playing. Sophie and Helen. Right, for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. And so we're down to 3 pairs. Well done. We made it through that first round. Nick, well done. Lowest individual score. In fact, Nick and Lisa, lowest combined score. So they would seem to be the ones to beat on the near podium there. But best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many surnames of UK Prime Ministers since 1900 that have an odd number of letters as they could. Richard.
Hard to know what to add to that. That's pretty much what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Just simply any UK Prime Minister whose surname has an odd number of letters.
Yeah.
Since the 1900s.
OK, so, Lisa.
Okay, I think it's going to be really high, but I'm going to go with Brown.
OK, Brown, says Lisa. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Brown. $51.
Yeah, from a long time ago. Gordon Brown. For real first name James, but he didn't call himself James Brown for various reasons.
Yes. Thank you. Gail.
Right, I've been counting on my fingers desperately here, and I'm going to go for Chamberlain, as in Neville Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, and thank you for the context. Chamberlain. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Chamberlain. Oh, that's a good one. 13. 13 for Chamberlain.
Yeah, 11 letters. Well played. A lot of counting going on there. 1937 to 1940 he was Prime Minister.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Ben.
Yes.
What?
I'm going to go for a higher scoring one, probably.
Oh, I shouldn't, if you have the option.
Well, I don't know any others, really.
OK.
So I'm going to go for Tony Blair.
OK, Blair, says
Yes.
Ben. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Blair. There you are. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. 73.
Yeah, 97 to 2007. You heard of him?
I have heard of him.
That's a
Yes.
very, very obscure answer.
Yes.
Lovely stuff.
Yes, it's what we want to hear.
Yeah. Tony, his name was. Tony Blair.
Tony. Interesting.
Won 3 elections.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are halfway through our second round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 13, well done, Gail. Then we travel quite a long way up to 51, where we find Lisa and Nick. Then up to 73, where we find Ben and Chris. So, yes, Chris, you know what you have to do. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, so, Chris, remember we're looking for the name of any UK Prime Minister since 1900 who had an odd number of letters in their names, in their surnames. What are you going to go for?
I was pretty confident with this answer when it popped into my head. But, the longer I think about it, the worse it's going to get. So I'm just going to go ahead and say Clement Attlee.
Attlee, yes, says Chris. OK, no red line for you. You're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Attlee. Yes. Yeah. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 173.
Yeah, that's unlucky. There's 2 T's in Attlee, I'm afraid, so 6 letters in all. Honestly, it scored 100, but it's a better answer than Blair, I would say.
At least I was right.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Phil, you're through, by the way. Doesn't matter. You're in the head-to-head for the second time, I might add.
Well, I might go with a slightly riskier one. So that means I'm safe to go with a slightly riskier one.
I think you are.
So I will go with Baldwin, Stanley Baldwin.
Baldwin, says Phil. No red line. You're already through. How many people said Baldwin? It's a good one. Look at that, down to 7. Very well done indeed. Taking your total up to 20.
7 letters there. He was a first cousin of Rudyard Kipling and the only Prime Minister to serve under 3 monarchs.
Oh, he had it all, didn't he,
It's a good fact,
Stanley?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he just?
Didn't know the Kipling link.
Yeah, well, this guy, just life gave him everything.
Thank you very much. And now then, Nick.
Hello.
Nick. Again, you're through. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you score here. So, yeah, go out on a bit of a limb.
Well, I've learnt that you have to stick with less than 9 letters because you run out of digits after that. So we're definitely staying with less than 9.
OK.
And I'm going to go with... I was going to go with Major, but that's too safe. Let's go with Gladstone.
OK, Gladstone, says Nick. No red line again. You're already through. How many people said Gladstone? There we go. Doesn't matter. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 151.
He was a Prime Minister and he spelt it right, but it was pre-1900, I'm afraid, William Gladstone. Major would have scored you 45, by the way. I'll take you through all the scores here. We'll leave the top 3 for a moment. Churchill would have scored you 49. Got beaten by Gordon Brown, Churchill. 45 for Major, 32 for Heath, 17 for Callaghan. You'd got 9 points for Macmillan. You would have got 6 for Asquith, 2 for Balfour. You'd have got 2 for Douglas Hume. You'd have got 2 for Law, 1 for MacDonald, Ramsay MacDonald, and there's 1 pointless answer, and it is Henry Campbell Bannerman. Very well done if you said Campbell Bannerman. Terrific work. Let's take a look, shall we, at the top 3, the ones that most of our 100 people said when we asked them. Cameron would have scored you 54. May, 65. And Blair, right at the top there, was 73. Blair, May, Cameron.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round already. Can you believe it, how time flies? But it means we have to say goodbye to another pair. And Chris and Ben, I'm sorry to say, you are that pair. It's been great having you here. We will have you here again next time. Look forward to it very much. Meantime, thank you very much, Chris and Ben. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Gail and Phil, Nick and Lisa, hearty congratulations. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,000. And now it's team against team. First team to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Exciting.
It's been a fun one today, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Some clever stuff as well.
Yeah, really clever.
Oh, Gail and Phil are all over this.
Oh, they're all
They deliberately lost last time.
Actually, remember Nick and Lisa up till the Gladstone moment.
Lisa didn't say May.
No. And up till that point, they were scoring low.
Let's do it, shall we?
Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question. And it concerns animals from Blue Planet Live. Richard.
I'm going to show you 5 animals now that featured on the TV series Blue Planet Live. We're going to give you alternate letters of their names as well. But what are they, please?
Thank you very much. What are these animals? Here we have A, Gethmehasak. B, Gensatrl. C, Wdetieserae. D, Arcnpnun. And E, Buwae. There we are. 5 animals from Blue Planet Live. Gail and Phil, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
OK, I think we've made a choice. We'd like to go for B, please, which we think is green sea turtle.
Green sea turtle, say Gail and Phil. There we are. Now, Nick and Lisa, the rest of the board is yours. Do you want to talk us through it and do some figuring out?
Yes. We think A is a great hammerhead shark. E, pretty obvious, that's a blue whale. We think D is an African penguin, which we're not sure on. Penguins, Africa? No, we're going to go for it. We think African penguin.
OK, that's going to be your one?
Yes.
OK, African penguins. We have green sea turtle and African penguin. Gail and Phil, green sea turtle. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that for B. It is a green sea turtle. 42. Not bad. Everything is hanging on African penguin. Little bit uncertain about that, but you've gone for it. African penguin. Let's see if that is right for D. Let's see how many people said it if it is. It is an African penguin. And there you are. There's your reward for taking a risk. 16, which means Nick and Lisa, after one question, you're up 1-0. Well done.
Very good risk to take. Yeah, they're in South Africa, African penguins, right down the bottom. Although their numbers are dwindling, so the fishing stocks are disappearing.
I have a feeling they might call them jackass penguins, but that might be a different kind of penguin. But
It sounds like the sort of thing they would do.
Yeah, it's not a nice thing to call a penguin.
I don't know, because they are quite silly.
They're quite small, I think, the African ones, yeah.
I love a penguin.
Yeah, so do I.
You are quite right, it is the great hammerhead shark. That's a mighty beast, isn't it?
Mad. Just shows how mad nature can be sometimes.
It just 65 points for that. Let's take a look at the last one now. Blue whale. What do you reckon that scored?
96.
A million miles off. 94. 94. And the best answer on the board, again, you can have a little go.
Work this out at all.
Well, I worked out wedge-tailed.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know the bird? I couldn't work that out.
Is it SH?
Yes.
It's a shearwater.
It's a wedge-tailed shearwater.
It's a shearwater.
And would have scored you 3 points, so very well done if you said that.
There we are. Beautiful. Look at that wingspan.
Lovely. Look at that wedge tail.
Oh.
Look at that shearwater behind it.
Yeah, beautiful. Very, very nice. Thank you very much. Here comes your second question. Ooh, now, here's a predicament. Gail and Phil, you have to win this one, but it's slightly tipped in Nick and Lisa's favour. They get to answer first, so good luck. Our second question is all about things that share their name with computer programming languages. Fun.
Yep, simply 5 clues, and all the answers share their name with computer programming languages.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 clues. Here they come. Title character of an 1865 Lewis Carroll novel. A, Mount Semeru is the highest mountain on this Indonesian island? J. Red gemstone formed from the mineral corundum? R. Augusta Lovelace, who's been called the first computer programmer, was commonly known by this first name? A. And Golden Globe winners Roberts and Louis Dreyfus share this first name. I'll read those one last time. Title character of an 1865 Lewis Carroll novel. A. Mount Semeru is the highest mountain on this Indonesian island. J. Red gemstone formed from the mineral corundum? R. Augusta Lovelace, who's been called the first computer programmer, was commonly known by this first name? A. And Golden Globe winners Roberts and Louis Dreyfus share this first name. There we are. Nick and Lisa, there are your clues. Feel free to confer.
Okay. We are going to go for the mountain on the Indonesian island as Java.
Java. Say Nick and Lisa. Java. Over to you, Gail and Phil. Talk us through that board.
OK, the top one will be, I'm assuming, Alice. The red gemstone, I'm assuming, is Ruby. I think Augusta Lovelace was also known as Ada. I would guess that the Golden Globe winners with the surname of Roberts might be Julia, but that is a complete guess. So I would go for Ada.
You're going to go for Ada.
Lovelace.
So we have Java and we have Ada. Nick and Lisa went for Java. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Java. It's right. 31 for Java. Gail and Phil, meanwhile, have gone for Ada. Let's see if that is right for Augusta Lovelace. How many people said it if it is? It is right. I have a hunch. Yes, well done. That's it. Very well done indeed, Gail and Phil. Just what we needed. Back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Good head-to-head this, isn't it? Yeah, Ada Lovelace was Lord Byron's daughter as well. The title character was Alice, you're quite right. That would have scored you 48 points. The red gemstone is Ruby. That would have scored you 61. And the bottom one, Julia Roberts, Julia Louis Dreyfus, that would have scored you 27 points. So Ada, best answer on the board. Well played.
Thanks very much. OK, it all comes down to the third question. This is where we know who goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about Will Smith films. Richard.
Yep, simply the titles here are 5 Will Smith films, but with 1 word missing from each. Can you fill in those words, please?
Thanks very much. Let's reveal our Will Smith films with missing words, and here they are. Blank in Black, 1997. The Blank of Happiness, 2006. Blank in America, 1993, 7 Blank, 2008, and Wild Wild Blank, 1999. I'll read those one last time. Blank in Black, 1997, The Blank of Happiness, 2006, Blank in America, 1993, 7 Blank, 2008, and Wild Wild Blank, 1999. There we are. Gail and Phil will go first.
Go on, you say it.
OK, we are, we're not 100% sure here, but we feel we have to be, we're going to go for it to try and beat these guys. So we're going to go for the third one, Living in America.
Living in America, 1993. Living in America. OK, Nick and Lisa, do you want to talk us through that board?
So I think the top one is Men in Black. The second one, The Pursuit of Happiness. We don't know the third one. The fourth one, £7, and the bottom one, Wild Wild West. So we're going to go for the fourth one, £7.
£7. OK, £7. So we have Living in America and £7. Gail and Phil, Living in America. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you did exactly the right thing there, though. Absolutely the right way to play this round. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means, Nick and Lisa, puts you in the nice position. You merely have to be correct with this answer to win the point. Let's see if you are right with £7. And you are. Very well done. Just for the fun of it, it goes down to 9. That's a great answer as well. But more crucially, it wins you the point. And after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Well played. £7 is actually the best answer on the board. Nothing you could have done, even if you were right with yours. It's not living in America, it is made in America. And that would have scored you 10 points. I mean, it would have been exciting if you had got it right, but listen, there it is. Can't have everything. And let's fill in the rest of these. You're absolutely right about all of these. It is Men in Black, a very, very big scorer, Men in Black. Would have scored you 88, The Pursuit of Happiness. That is how they spell it. Would have scored 26. And Wild Wild West would have scored you 64. So £7. Couldn't do better than that.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid it's Gail and Phil. What a strong performance. Both shows you've been through to the head-to-head. Golden couple in this show, and that was very, very close indeed. And I can't salute enough your tactics in this round. So well done for doing that. Thanks so much for playing. Gail and Phil, wonderful contestants. But for Nick and Lisa, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Nick and Lisa. You have fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy. Now, though, you have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing majestically at £2,000. Only your first appearance on the show. And, you know, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I've been doing this for long enough. I can spot an answer like oxide and neutrino right out of the traps. I know this is going to end well. You played them. Oh, you played them well. Letting them think they were ahead there. Golden couple and all that. You came in from behind. Here you are in the final. Very well done indeed. Now, as always, you get to choose your category for this round from the 4 that will appear on the board. Let's just find out what today's categories look like. Good luck. We have Portuguese football, astronauts, 2018 TV competitions, and A Star Is Born casts. What do we think?
I'm pretty confident we don't know many astronauts. Probably 2.
I don't know. I've heard of A Star Is Born, but I've never watched it, and I know you haven't either.
No. Portuguese football.
It would be all on you, though, so...
Let's go with TV competitions.
OK. 2018 TV competitions.
OK.
OK, good luck. We're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for the full names of any of the contestants on the 2018 series of Love Island. We are looking for the full names of any of the contestants of the 2018 series of Celebrity MasterChef or any of the 15 celebrities on Strictly Come Dancing from 2018. So Love Island, Celebrity MasterChef, Strictly Come Dancing. Any contestants, please. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just 1 answer to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, so before I let you loose on Love Island, Celebrity MasterChef,
Yeah.
I'm sure Monty Panesar, the cricketer, was on it last year. I'm sure he was.
OK.
But I'm struggling with many others on
Well,
there.
if you want to hold that one then.
OK, you go on
Love Island.
Because I don't know.
Wes Nelson, Laura Patrick, Josh Denzel, I think, but that
Wow.
would be a bit of a punt.
OK.
Obviously, Danny Dyer, Jack Fincher.
We need the other category, do we?
Well, some of them aren't going to be pointless.
Really? OK.
Let me just keep thinking for a sec.
OK.
I'll probably... Oh, God, I've gone blank now. We'll probably go with
Who are the ones that fell out on it that you talked about a lot?
Danny and
10
Jack.
seconds
Right,
left.
OK. Any other? So, what were the first ones
Alex,
you said?
Dr. Alex George, I think his name
OK,
was.
I
but
liked that
think-
one. But I liked the
No.
other ones more.
Yeah, OK, so I think we'll go with...
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your answers.
OK, so Monty Panesar for the Celebrity MasterChef.
OK, Monty Panesar.
And for the Love Island, Josh Denzel
Josh Denzel.
and Laura Patrick.
And Laura Patrick. Of those 3, which is your most pointless answer?
Josh Denzel.
Josh Denzel goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Let's go with Monty.
Monty Panesar.
Yes.
And then Laura Patrick goes in the middle. Fantastic. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Monty Panesar, Laura Patrick, and Josh Denzel. Well, very, very best of luck. 3 great answers there. Let's put them to the test. Monty Panesar was your first answer. In this case, we were looking for Celebrity MasterChef contestants from 2018. If Monty Panesar is pointless, you will leave here with £2,000. Let's find out how many of our 100 people named Monty Panesar. It's right. Monty Panesar just has to take you all the way down to 0, and you will leave with £2,000. Down we go, through to single figures, still going down with Monty Panesar. Still, oh, 2! Oh, that was close. Very well done indeed. 2 is good, and that was the one you thought was least likely to be pointless.
Oh, gosh.
OK, let's hope nobody said your next answer, Laura Patrick. In this case, we were looking for Celebrity Love Island contestants from 2018. If Laura is pointless, you win £2,000. Simple as that. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Laura Patrick. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Laura Patrick, I'm afraid, an incorrect answer. OK, let's not dwell on that. Swiftly, let's move on to Josh Denzel, which is your third and final answer. Again, contestants from Celebrity Love Island of 2018. If he is pointless, you leave with £2,000. It's right. Now then, Monty Panesar took us all the way down to 2. Josh Denzel takes us down through the teens. We are into single figures, still going down, still going. Oh, no. Oh, bad luck. Listen, that was a valiant effort there. 2 fabulous low-scoring answers there. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot. But what a performance across the show. Got a lot to be proud of there. And you get to take home a pointless trophy each, so in recognition of how well you've done. So very well done, guys.
Yeah, it was a good final question for you in the end. And unlucky that no Laura Patrick. There are 2 Lauras. There's Laura Anderson, who would have scored you 2, and Laura Crane, who would have been a pointless answer, but no Laura Patrick. The other ones you mentioned, Jack Fincham would have scored you 3. You got 3 for Wells Nelson, 2 for Alex George as well, so none of those would have been pointless. Should we take a look at the pointless answers for Love Island? Georgia Steele, Hayley Hughes, Sam Bird, Zara McDermott. Loads and loads of pointless answers there. I mean, other than the ones I mentioned already. And Danny Dyer would have scored you 23. Adam Collard would have scored you a point. Alexandra Kane would have scored you a point as well. Megan Barton Hanson would have scored a point as well. But lots of those others were pointless answers. Celebrity MasterChef now. Well done. If you said Carol Decker, Chizzy Akadolu, Martin Bayfield, Michelle Ackley, Jay Blades from The Repair Shop, my favourite show. He was also a pointless answer there. Well done if you said that. Only 1 pointless answer on Strictly Come Dancing. And that was Lauren Steadman. Well done if you said Lauren Steadman at home.
Thanks very much, Richard, and thanks very much, Nick and Lisa. I'm so sorry you didn't win today. That jackpot will therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £3,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.